Hello, my name is Michelle Parker, and in this video, I'd like to answer the age-old question, what is the difference between a violin and a fiddle? If you are a violin player, I'm sure you've been asked this 1,000 times as well. And there's a lot of really clever answers that people come up with. So, in all seriousness, the difference between a violin and a fiddle is just in the way that we play, in the attitude that we play. One is like standing up, the other one is sitting down, and I'll kind of explain that here in a second. Let's go ahead and take a very common, popular fiddle tune, Violin Cabbage. Now, if I were to take this Violin Cabbage and play it like a classical player, and that happens a lot. Classical players will try to play these fiddle tunes and it's like they're amazing, their chops are amazing, but there's like a difference. It's like, what's missing? And a lot of times the players will actually accent on one rather than what the fiddlers are doing. So, for example, let me explain, and I'll demonstrate this, and I'm gonna exaggerate this a little bit, but they usually come in hard on the one like this. Gung, 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 gung. That was super common. I hear people digging in like that all the time. If you were a fiddle player, you would bounce that differently. It would be 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. For example, it would sound like this. Takes on a whole different meaning, and that's why I say playing the violin versus playing the fiddle is it's like standing up and sitting down. It's very different. And so, yeah, it just kind of depends on the way we talk and how we want to express that. If I were going to take the very lovely song Amazing Grace, and if I was a classical player, I would want to play it beautifully. Luscious vibrato, sung beautifully, just soul stirring, right? If I was trying to play the fiddle, it might sound something like this. You kind of play a little bit more into the emotion. I feel like as a fiddle player, there's less rules. I love what one person said. It's like they say, learn the rules so you can break the rules. And when you break the rules, that's when creativity happens. And so as a fiddle player, it's funny, fiddle players will play the same song. There's like, say there's 5 playing the same song, and they will all play them very different. Because there's a point in the song where you just take off and you do it how you want to. And so nobody plays fiddle the same. Everybody's got their own little spin on it, versus if we were gonna play Beethoven, that would be really against the rules. We would like make Beethoven roll over in his grave if we took it and made it our own interpretation. So both are beautiful, but in a nutshell, that is the difference between a violin and a fiddle. Now, if you are a violin or a fiddle player and you're wanting to up the game, raise the bar and get out and perform more or be more flashy, please call me or come into the studio or let's meet online and let me help you accomplish your musical goals. I would love to help you. Happy playing.